back at it again. So this is actually day one, revamped, restart, because I had a break where I was eating a bunch of who knows what that I shouldn't have been eating, but now I'm back to what I'm supposed to be doing. So we're on day one. Gonna start juicing here. Here's my ingredients, just a few for the camera: ginger, apples, lime, pineapple, avocado, got cucumber right here, broccoli, spinach. Oh, this is the second juice. This is one of the ones that really clears you out. We have carrots, beets, mint, oranges, and then this one's also gonna get some ginger. So I haven't actually started cutting anything up yet. I want you guys to see my raw ingredients, just in case people are like, oh, she's not cutting them up, because I definitely am. So I'm gonna chop up actually one of each juice, and I'm gonna let you guys see that. Actually, this is the book that I am utilizing. I want to let you guys see this so you don't think that I'm just making things up. Most effective juice site in the world, Jason Vale. Thank you, Jason Vale, for making this book for us. Be able to follow. So this is the first recipe. Second recipe is going to be this today, breath of fresh air. So we are getting that done. Oh, you guys can probably hear that tea kettle. I'm going to be drinking my detox tea and making my hot warm water as well. Hopefully you can see me right here. Still working on my cinematic here. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to turn off the water because it's whippling. I'm going to have some hot water with lemon, apple cider vinegar, cayenne pepper, cinnamon powder, and turmeric powder. And then my detox tea. I had to buy some yesterday because I was using Keisha Kayor's tea, which is really effective, don't get me wrong. It's just very expensive. So I ended up actually going to the grocery store and I found this tea. And it has actually the same exact 4 ingredients that she puts in her tea. So I figured I might as well just buy this because her tea is about $30 a pack for 18 bags. And this was actually $4. So save money, don't spend extra money just because of a look, you know. A brand is not really that important. I'm pretty sure it'll be just effective. So I'll let you guys know how this goes tomorrow. But anyway, so let's get to chopping up some fruits. Sounds like a good idea to me. So usually I have like different containers where I put all this stuff. I actually need a small knife. I got this. Yeah, we're gonna get this thing going today. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. I know that it's been a while, but I am super excited to share my journey with you guys. So I know that last time my goal was just to get to like 28 days and things like that. But since I had lost 20 pounds last time, I want to actually extend that journey a little bit farther. So my goal actually is to be juicing until about March. My birthday's in March. I'm a Pisces, March 9th. So we are going to be doing that. So I don't know if you can see this or not, but first thing I'm cutting up here is going to be my ginger and my apple, which is a shot actually. They call it a ginger shot. And this is kind of like what you take first thing in the morning. And hopefully that'll be good. Mom, can you make my stuff? My last juice journey, my mom helped me the whole time with making like my hot water with lemon and getting my tea together. So I'm hoping that throughout this journey she'll still help me, because I have my main focus has to be on getting this stuff juiced, because I have to work as well. So, and I'm in school, so I'm just multitasking. So I'm cutting up the apples right now, or just apple. It's 1 apple, and then it's an inch of ginger. If you want it to be a little bit more, like a little bit more of a kick, which I actually kind of do, so I'm gonna throw a little bit more ginger in here. You can put a little bit more ginger, but it requires an inch of ginger. You want to make sure you get ginger root, fresh ginger root. Don't get like ginger powder, anything like that. You want to make sure this is efficient as possible when it comes to juicing. We're doing pretty good here. Okay, so we got this cut up. So for the video, I'm going to do one of each juice. Each day you have two of each juices, unless it's like on the weekend days and they have some kind of special smoothie that you get to have. But for this, we're just going to do one of each juice. So let's peel this. We have to peel a lime. So peeling a lime, it is a little bit timely, but I have gotten a little bit better at it now, so it doesn't take me that long. Hope everyone's doing well, despite the circumstances of the world. Getting this done here. If you guys hear some extra banging, that's my mom, no worries. You guys usually see her in my videos at least a little bit, so, or hear her voice, so that's good. And the rind is actually really good for you. This recipe, it says to take all of it off, but I actually leave a little piece of it on here just so that way I get those the nutrients that are in the rind in this juice, since I'm not going to be eating. And again, this is day one, revamped for me, so this is going to be super exciting. Everything is always a challenge. Nothing good comes easy, but I am super excited. So I cut up my lime there. Got this apple. Rinse it off. I would say the main focus when you're juicing apples is just to get the seeds out. You don't want the seeds to go into the juicer. But other than that, oh yeah, seeds and stems. So no stems, no seeds. And this recipe requires 1 apple. So we're doing the apple now. Just cut out the seeds. Okay, still working on our apple here. And I actually have to cut some pineapple too, which is a really fun task. It's not too bad, but you want to make sure that you get it taken care of. Oh, and then also this little thingy on the bottom. You don't want to put that in there. So I need to cut that out too. Okay, so we got our apple. We did a lime. Let's get to the pineapple because this is one of the most difficult parts of chopping. So my pineapple, I always start off taking this part off. Throw that away. And then from there, of course I'm going to need a bigger knife. I use this one. There's a bunch of knives here actually. So I start off with just the top. And then of course the bottom. And I don't like to cut off too much, so depending on how you cut your pineapple, I like to save as much as I possibly can because all food costs money, so, and this is how I go about cutting the pineapple. You want to make sure you get off as much of this prickly stuff as possible because that cannot go into the juicer. Anything super hard cannot go in there. Oh, almost dropped a beet, but I caught it. Okay. So a little bit of green stuff on here. I'm just getting that off. so it's not really too bad. But so that's how I cut my pineapples. Everybody does it differently. You can do it however you want to. This is how I do mine. You just want to throw away the pieces. And I'm actually going to be getting a ring light pretty soon, so you'll be able to see a lot better once I have that. But as of right now, focus is school and work and juicing. So I am just wanting to share my journey with you guys, and this is how we're doing it. So with the pineapple, I always cut it in half because usually each recipe that I use requires a fourth, and then since you have to make 2 of each juice, you just want to do a half, so I usually cut it in half. And then, since I'm going to be using these oranges on my other recipe, I can go ahead and use this bag to preserve the other pineapple.
You should be recording this. Shh. I got a phone.
My brother said I should be recording, but I'm already recording, so.
Why y'all shushing? Why y'all talking like this?
Because you come up in here, you should record to keep on recording.
Well, as you guys can see him as well, my little brother is,
Huh?
he's a part of my juice journey. So he's, he just came upstairs, so.
I thought Elise was in here. And yeah, y'all need to be juicing for me too. I got enough in here. So, if y'all doing it for me?
Yes, ma'am. Well, one is, you got one for lemon water and then one for tea, right?
Yeah, I'll finish this.
Okay. So, so anyway, back to my pineapple. So I'm over here cutting up pineapples now. I cut the half in half, and now I am gonna be putting this in the bowl with all my other stuff.
Oh Lord, it's right. Dang, you just had to.
Hope you guys are seeing my
As soon as you
pineapple
saw me
cutting
get
up.
some, you want some.
I'm the one who made it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, so we got this part done. Got some pineapple. Okay, so next actually is a cucumber. We got a bag of those. Let's put this to the side. And actually, I should be chopping up this stuff as well at the same time. So I'm gonna do my other juice since I have you guys on here. I don't want to steal too much of your time. And for each of these, can you use a whole lemon? Because I need to use all those lemons.
Use a whole lemon for it.
A whole lemon in there, and then a whole lemon in here. Please?
Don't worry, these lemons gonna get in the take out the lemon. Need some lemon too.
Well, I need those lemons though. So this is my other juice, guys. This one happens to be 2 carrots.
Well, you just bought this box, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I got a box. Okay, so this one is
2 carrots. These carrots are super huge. I usually get different carrots, but they only have these 1 carrots, and I was not going to another store because, well, as I told you guys before, I'm a busy body, so I didn't have time for that. But we are getting it done here. Yeah, these carrots are huge. Actually, I'm gonna switch to a smaller knife because this is too big for this. Use a smaller knife. Okay, so I got my carrots chopped. Okay, 2 carrots for this other juice. Got beets, There's my beet right here. Usually I get the red ones, but looks like the store was like having an outage and stuff yesterday when I went, so I just got what I could get. Usually I get bigger ones, but I say a little bit is better than none of it, so it'll still have the nutrients and things that I need so that I can get through the day. So I like to chop everything up. You don't want to have, well, for my juicer's pretty small, so I like to cut everything up like as small as I can without it being too small, so that way the juicing goes smoothly. Okay, so that was a beet for this one. This one also is requiring some ginger, and I really want the effect of the ginger, so I'm gonna put, let's see, usually with an inch I use my index finger, that middle piece, to determine what an inch is, so we're gonna just use that, which is about this much. That part I don't really cut up because it's really soft when it goes into the juicer. We also need mint. I get this mint. You can get whatever mint you want, but I get this mint. And it just requires a few leaves. So I believe the recipe says 3. So I like to put mint in here. And the mint, you can leave it as is. So I'm putting, let's see, this is 4. Actually, this is like 6 leaves. I think that's good enough. We'll just add one more here. And I also need to cut up an orange. So depending on what type of oranges you want to get, it's entirely up to you. I got some organic Sunkist Valencia oranges, and I cut them up like this. Oranges are really soft, so as far as like cutting them up super small, you shouldn't have to worry about that. I usually just cut them in 4s, and I peel them out of the peel, cut them in half a little bit, try to get all the seeds out because these oranges have huge seeds. Depending on what type you buy. Some of them have small seeds, some of them have really big seeds, so just be aware of what type of oranges and what kind of seeds you're looking at. Okay. Oh no. Oh! Drop my orange. Moving too fast. Had to rinse it. No fruit gets left behind here, so gotta make sure you use everything. Okay. So this juice is actually one of the really simple ones because this is all that you need for this one. So it's oranges, ginger, mint, carrots, and beets. Just those 5 ingredients. So one of the more easy ones to utilize. Okay, so that one's actually complete. So let's go back to my green juice here. I'm gonna move some of this stuff around. So that way I have some space here. Okay, so back to my other juice. We need to actually, so this recipe requires 1/4 of cucumber. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this in half. Let's get this sticker off of here. So we're gonna cut this in half, and then we'll cut the half in half. Okay. Bam. And then we set the rest away. There's one more than likely to do tomorrow. And for the rest of the week. I go week by week, and these are gonna be some amazing weeks. Super excited to see my results in March. So, next is some snap peas. Put here, actually, let's chop up this quarter of the cucumber. Cucumbers are another thing that's pretty much really soft, so you don't have to cut them up really small, but I still like to get them small enough to where they're going to fit into the shoot, no problem. So we got that. This one actually requires peas. I get these peas because I want to make sure that you have the pea pods. So we have to do actually 6 pea pods, which is fine with me. So yeah, 6 of these. Ultimately, I'm going to need 12 because I'm going to be making another juice once I'm done talking to you guys. Alright, so pea pods, these ones, they're really small, but I still like to cut them just in case, so, and the recipe requires 6, I usually just cut them in half, and then that's good enough. Want to make sure we're getting all the juice possible. Okay, next is some broccoli.
One or two in here.
This one.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say two probably.
Yeah, we don't want to, I don't want to freak out today. This is the broccoli that I get. You want to make sure you get a really big head of broccoli with a big stem, because the stem is where all you're going to be using for juice. And then by the time that you get up to the head of it, you can actually put that in your juice as well. But I start off at the bottom with the stem. So for this, it's approximately 1 inch. So I utilize my index finger again to determine how much that is. And I will be cutting this. For the stem, you want to make sure you have a strong knife, because if you don't, more than likely you won't be able to cut the stem. The stem is actually really hard, so I would say you want to cut it up as much as you can. Not too small, but small enough to where it's going to fit into the juicer, depending on what size juicer you have. Okay, got our broccoli here. And I believe the last thing we need is, well, this, as you know, my favorite part, avocado. This isn't going to go in until it goes in here, so we will be doing that. So let's just get this out the way, so that way I know what I have to do next. Avocado will go in last, but we do need, I get this spinach, but you need about a handful of this spinach, so. Sometimes it opens nicely, sometimes it doesn't. But my bowl is actually kind of full over here. Oh, you know what? I have this bowl. So I am going to put my handful. And I like to put a bunch of spinach because this is really good for you. So I'm going to put that much into the juice right now. Okay, so we are actually ready to make this juice. Okay, so I say we start with apple. Let's start with the apple. And then this again is like a shot. So I'm gonna put this in here. You guys are wondering why I have a bonnet on? It's because my hair's not done. You'll see it on probably day 3 or 4. That's when I'll be getting my hair done. Okay, so oh, and then as well, I showed you guys my supplements before. I will show you again because we are going to be taking these. This one seems like it's kind of empty, which is not good. Anyway, probiotics, chlorella, and multivitamin. These are the ones that I take with my morning stuff. So I will get that done. Okay, so let's start here. So this again is the apple and ginger. Should come out to about that much. Oh, sorry, too high. And this is really yummy. So I'm gonna put this to the side while I make these other two juices for you guys. Now, as I told you guys before, I get my jars from Dollar Tree. More than welcome to get that. And I think it's very convenient because they have the plastic tops. Don't get the ones with the metal tops. I learned that the hard way. So, yes. So let's start with the green juice. Okay, and you wanna, if you have leafy stuff, you wanna make sure you put a little bit of leaf stuff and then a little bit of solid. Don't overstuff it, otherwise it will not work. So just enough. You push it down a little bit. You don't want to push it down too far. You don't want to overwhelm your juicer. Know your juicer, ladies and gentlemen. Know your juicer. Putting the rest of the spinach that I have in here. Then I'll be utilizing this again. Alright, so I got all my spinach in there. Gonna be pushing this down a little bit. This is gonna be really good juice, by the way, when it's finished. In this juice, I will be blending it once I'm done with the avocado. So half an avocado, as well as hemp powder and super seed powder. So, and I have those. I got them from Sprouts, just in case you're wondering. You can also get them from like Natural Grocers, or if you have a Whole Foods nearby, you'll be able to find them there. That one juice, and actually put my next juice into the bowl. I don't like to use too many utensils and things like that, so I'm going to use the bowl that I was using for the other fruits, just to carry the fruit over to the juicer and get it ready to be juiced. But this juice, the green one that we have so beautifully created, it's going into this blender. So let's get that accomplished. So this is my mom's. I don't know where she got it, but it is absolutely amazing in terms of getting the avocado out of its shell. Comes out really smooth and easy. So here's the half. And I actually put some ice in here as well, just to make it a little bit thicker. This is the thick juice for the day. Usually have a thick one and then one that's pretty much not too thick. So get this out of here. You want to make sure that the avocados that you get are really ripe, because if they're not, it'll be hard to get them out of the shell. And they won't actually break down as well in the juice, and that can be kind of yucky. So I got that done. Let's put some ice in here. We have an ice maker. Hopefully it's on again. Yeah, you don't need too much ice, maybe like 5 cubes, depending on how much ice you want in there. It's totally up to you. I won't judge you. Okay, next is our hemp powder, which I have right here. You only need a tablespoon, or not a tablespoon, sorry. You need 1 teaspoon of it, so here's my teaspoon. And then I also need a teaspoon of the super seed. And I have that up here as well. So I have the super seed. Okay, so and these are more just for fiber and protein and all the nutrition that you need when you are not eating. So we're going to pour this into here, and this will actually be complete. Here's the lid. We have a Ninja blender. It's actually super amazing. I recommend it 100%. Let's see, I'm not doing this right. If you don't put it on there right, you won't be able to do anything at all. Okay, so that's going to be blending, but I actually wanted to do this juice as well while I have you. Okay. Alright, so let's go. So this one is all with the carrots and orange and ginger and mint. And again, don't overwhelm your juicer, just put in enough. Don't try to stuff it down, just put in enough. You could smell the mint coming from the juice. It smells good. And as you can see, when I juice, I barely put pressure on the juicer. I just kind of let it flow. If it needs a little bit of pressure, I'll kind of push it down a little bit, but I don't like force the juicer to figure it out. Like, I pretty much kind of just let it juice on its own. I'm just kind of here as a safety net for the juicer. Okay, so this is my finished product for the Breath of Fresh Air. This one, if I want to put ice in it later, I totally can, but as of right now, this is what it looks like, and I think it looks gorgeous. Okay, so final thing I'm gonna do with you guys is just blend this so you guys can see what it looks like as it's blended. This blender is super loud, so here goes. And what I like most about this blender is that it will automatically turn off after 60 seconds. And when you have avocado, I like to make sure it's broken up all the way, especially if it's not as ripe. So I like to let it go for a little bit longer, but you can kind of see on the side how it's only been going. So this is actually good enough, so I'll turn it off at like 45 seconds. And I just love the timer that it has as well, so it's amazing. And this is my finished product for this juice, which is called the Protein Rich Powerhouse. And just for copyright concerns, these are not my recipes at all whatsoever. I get them directly from the book that I showed you guys before, Super Juice Me by Jason Vale. So this is my other finished product for the Protein Rich Powerhouse. These are going to be amazing when it's time to drink them. And as far as drinking them, you're supposed to drink them every 3 to 4 hours. Me personally, I work a 12:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. shift, so I don't like to drink my first one until my first break, which is usually around like 2 o'clock ish, just because I have to make sure that I'm stretching them out throughout the day. But whatever works for you, do it for you. I'm just letting you know what works for me. So this is going to conclude my video today, guys. I'm so happy that you decided to tune in. I'm going to get back to chopping up stuff and getting everything taken care of, but I just wanted to show you a little preview of how I'm getting it taken care of. This is day one, revamped, restarted. So excited to share my journey with you all. Thanks.